Mm,
Hey Mark, how's it going?
good. How you doing?
Good.
Drop that microphone.
Snowy
Good.
day in Barrie.
Hey, snowy day. It's funny, eh? Like, as you know, I'm a ski bum, and it's kind of we had plus 16 2 weeks ago, and people wearing shorts and t-shirts and walking waterfronts and running and bicycles. To now get the winter jackets out, mitts, and my toque is back on my head because I hate being cold.
Mm,
It, winter, it's just unbelievable,
I
and
know.
it was just freaking crazy. And there's been a few ski hills that have closed down, but the one I frequent quite a bit, snow conditions are still good. And I haven't been out because with work picked up for me, but man, we've had a terrible season in a sense of up and down with this weather. If it's going to be spring, let's go spring. If it's going to be winter, let's be winter.
I know.
So it's kind of pissing me off in a way because now I'm kind of want to get going into summer things and hobbies, and now got going back to the gym and built some new routines that I kind of skiing's like 90% done. So let's go back to the gym and get that routine going back in place. So anyway, it's all good. So we kind of want to do this video, and we talked about it a couple hours ago, where we've been doing the YouTube content for a little over 14 months, I guess. Now we've got a few hundred videos out there, and we're kind of you know trying to show and offer a lot of content and value to people that are potentially moving to the community and doing some research and what's Barrie's about or what's a neighborhood. But we kind of thought, why don't we go out and ask what they want as content, what's important to them, maybe what questions will they have for us as realtors and ambassadors of the community to say, hey, here's a great area.
Or
What's
yeah, or what's a good area I should buy in? What's a bad area?
right,
Where are the best schools?
right,
What area should I stay away from? Like, definitely not.
right.
And part of the reason why, we came up with this idea is because I have a lot of clients, out of town buyers who think the waterfront area is a good area to buy, and it's not.
No, we've run into problems, and we've had other video discussions about that where, you know, and I'm going to say this right at the bottom before I go there, and because where I'm leading with this is that we have our 10 years ago, we did it was mainly dominant with Barrie agents doing deals for Barrie people, out of town people. That's changed now. It's the out of town agents bringing a lot of people in here to this community, and they don't really know the community that well.
Mhm.
They're telling people like you picked up a deal this year where they bought on Toronto Street. Let's be honest, Toronto Street, that's street's a shithole, right? But your guy thought it was a great deal because it's the agent is so close to the water. This is great. So
Well, I had two people on Toronto Street. I had another guy call me too and said, yeah, our agent said it was a really good deal. And we didn't, then we came up and really didn't realize what we were buying in.
right. And what else can viewers, we really want to hear from you at the end of the day, what kind of, how we can help your research into our community be easier for you and answer some of your questions. So
Yeah, like even price ranges. Do they want to know price ranges in different neighborhoods, or price ranges for a detached house in a nice neighborhood or a condo? Like, what are they searching for? Because we can alter and do videos to, whatever people need.
100, and that's why we want it. We're put a lot of content. We kind of know, we do a lot of stuff on the market and the pricing and areas and stuff like that and bidding wars, but you know, we don't do enough on maybe neighborhoods. And we talked about that this evening, and we come to the conclusion, let's just go ask our audience, what do they want? What do they want to know? Right?
Yeah.
Because someone's keying in, hey, what's the best area? What's the worst area? What's the best schools? Whatever it may be. I'm a commuter, and it's so important for me to get on the 400 at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to be deep in the southeast area, say Prince William Way, or you know, further down even.
Yeah, like Innisfil is a beautiful area, but it's terrible to get to the 400.
It's a disaster. So, we want to make our viewers and our audience's life a little bit easier, I think.
Yeah, and help them out. I mean, we don't do all this like for nothing. Like we've been trying to tap into what would people want to know. Well, why
100%.
not just ask them what they want to know?
That's it. So viewers, please tell us, right? Tell us, leave comments. I mean, it's so good for us to get them, and we can tailor some of the content based on your needs. Because at this point, we have a great format, but we want to expand and we want to do more content, but we want to hear from our viewers to say, hey, this would be helpful. That would be helpful. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you can think of?
No.
Chat
Hit the
about?
like, the subscribe, or drop us. Now, in this one, we definitely need your comments.
Yeah, we do. We're asking for something. We want comments, right? We
Yeah.
need that to better serve that audience.
Yeah, we've done a lot on landlord tenant and investors and stuff like that. And we have had some of them reach out.
All the time.
But it's also about people that are deciding, do they want to live in Barrie? You
Yep.
know?
Yep. And you know, I'm gonna talk about this one client from YouTube reached out to me, prospect, a couple days ago. And wants, you know, is from outside the community, wants a nice area. Noise is, we don't want noise. That was the first thing. So get us to an area that isn't noise. So of course, I'm recommending Crimson Ridge, Royal Park, Innisfil, that nice little pocket down there.
Mm-hmm.
Very helpful, right? In a sense, this is what they want. And then, so then it gives us information. Hey, we can kind of find them that area and pocket. It makes their life a little easier for them to reach out to us to say, this is what we're looking for. Help us. Now we're asking our audience, give us some content ideas in a sense that's going to help them make a better decision on this community.
Mm-hmm. And maybe I care about if, you know, the crime rate in certain areas, but unfortunately these days there's crime in every area.
100%.
And some people, like the one tenant I just rented to, they were like, oh no, we don't really even care about that.
Boy.
Oh, but well, people care
Hey.
about different things, right?
For sure they do. Yeah.
And we don't want to assume that we know exactly what everybody cares about. So if somebody can tell us, we're doing the research on all other things anyway. So
Yeah. And, you know, we know the neighborhoods. We've been practicing here for 15 years. We've lived in this community for 25, 30 years. We know what's going on in the communities. We know some good things, some bad things, some upcoming things. We have a lot of experience and knowledge on this community, and we just want to get the message out there and make it clear for everybody that has more questions, because I don't see a lot of people talking about neighborhood specifics. And we're one of them. We're going to get started in that in the next couple of weeks to, you know, showcase more neighborhoods. But I think that's,
well, and if you're coming from Toronto or you're coming out of town, you have no idea what's what.
they don't.
And you can't blame them, because I wouldn't know if I was like in Toronto, I do know a bit, but say I was going to Guelph.
Yeah,
I have no flipping idea.
you don't. And when we get referrals, when we get people to say, hey, you know what, come sell our house, say in Peterborough. I know nothing about Peterborough. I'm not selling your house in Peterborough. You need to get a local agent.
Yeah.
That's my first thing. Right? I'm a big believer in that. Like, I'm a big believer that if I don't know the neighborhoods, I ain't gonna represent them. And because we just talked about those problems with two of your clients on Toronto Street, right? And you know, a colleague of mine represented a seller up in Letitia Heights, and yes, Letitia Heights has a bad name, and it's, you know, I mean, it's gotten better, that neighborhood, but the agent told him, "Oh, this is a great area. It's great." And he paid the moon for the house, and he rented the crap out of it. Lost money on it. Paid the moon. I think he just sold it. I think he got 628. Well, he paid 604 a year and a half ago, and he probably put about 50K into it.
Yeah.
He's got a lost, plus guy's probably lost 100K.
Yeah.
To pay real estate. So, you know, and it's really, it's when we look at listings too, right? And we're searching for a particular area, and you go, oh, why is that house on Royal Park listed in Painswick North? Oh, I know why. Because it's an out-of-town agent. They don't know their
Well,
area.
that's the other thing. When you look on realtor.ca and you look at certain listings, they're not even positioned in the right place anyway.
They're not, you know, so it's important. I don't
And
know.
it's just like that old show. Remember that old show, Location, Location, Location?
Damn right. It is,
Well,
right?
the prices for the same house, even a prop built townhouse in the south and the north, are totally different.
Totally different.
Same
Right.
builder.
Same builder, it's location. And we know why they're a little cheaper in the north end,
Yep.
right? So you get some value up there, but you also got some riffraff and
A
investor
lot of
property
rentals, a lot of student rentals.
rentals, right? It's crawling with students, noise, noise, noise. It's always great, when you see a couple years ago, see some things in the news where the police come up to North End and they go up and there's the students have put a couch on the roof and they're partying on the roof, sitting up there like that. Like it's just,
Well, there's a couple streets. Every time I drive by there, I gotta laugh because there's like the Canadian flag is their front curtain
yeah, yeah,
and or a sheet, or like you see it all over the place. There are beer bottles on the front lawn. The
yeah.
problem in those neighborhood is families don't want to live there, right? But if you were coming from out of town, how the hell would you know that?
And they wouldn't know that. They wouldn't, right? I mean, I'm a big ambassador of the South End, Southeast, and Southwest, more Southeast, because it's newer, right? There's some nice family neighborhoods in that area. Quick access to 400. Yeah, we still see rentals, but not to the level that we would see them in the North End by
Well,
the.
and look at the RDOT area with Stapleton and Cumming and
Yeah,
but that's a pocket of like only 4 or 5 streets.
I agree. And those are the only streets that I kind of would say, hey, why not come here? And a listing came up on Cummings today. So right away I thought of Kathy and Ivan going, hey, you know what? There's an area, because I've talked about it in that very nice area. Nice bungalow, ravine. Yeah, the home needs some updating. So what? But it's on a nice street, nice neighborhood, right? Home's in good condition. Just put some granite, put some quartz down, update the bathrooms a bit. You're set. But you wouldn't want to put them, say, over in Holly area, say on
No.
Twist or Bear Creek area where I used to live. No, lots of young kids, heavy traffic, massive building going on behind there. Like that subdivision is going to be crazy in 5 years
Well,
from now.
not to mention, try to drive down the street, Mark,
I
in the
know.
summer. Oh,
And you see 10 million cars parked along the road because everyone
because
has.
they all have only one parking spot. These stupid builders put one parking spot for
Yeah,
50 houses in a row. So
yeah,
now you got everybody lining up on the streets and you got to maneuver through and make sure you don't hit a kid. And
yeah, yeah. And it's best when they have dual sidewalks on both sides.
yeah,
And we know how much the bylaw officers just patrol areas, and you wake up the next morning, oh, I got a $30 ticket for blocking the sidewalk.
yep.
So there's lots of good points. Anything else you can think about?
I
You
don't
just want
think so. I just hope we get a lot of response and we get some people
some questions,
asking us for some information, and we'll have some fun getting it for them.
right? And what's important to them, because we're reaching out to you guys to give us some content ideas that's going to help understand our community a bit better. Okay,
What buyers want, what are they looking for? Or people that are looking to move, what are they looking for?
yeah, we have an idea. We're going to do content surrounding that, but it's still nice to see if we can figure it out from them. See
Yeah,
I'm kind of anxious to see what kind of response we get.
me too.
Okay, have a nice night.
You too.
See you.
Bye.